Hey Chris, do you want to stay here in a scene where there's like one show a month where there's like folk and black metal sometimes and maybe sometimes punk? We're like, we can move back to LA where there's like a bigger thriving scene. We can get shows every single weekend. We should just do it. We're gonna get a lot more gigs.
A movement of bands and music and art that speaks about injustices in our communities.
I didn't have the best family life. It was kind of broken, you know, stepdad, mom never home, me raising my sisters.
We still got these issues that we gotta fix, and let's talk about it. Let's think about it. Let's all gather and be upset about it.
There's like a long history of like punk bands in like LA, and I think it's cool that it's still going on.
Let you express yourself, be who you want to be.
It's a great place to meet friends.
It's not what you're gonna hear on the radio.
The shows are usually at a random backyard every Friday or Saturday.
And we would walk to gigs. You know, the furthest we would walk was probably, I don't know, 20 blocks.
And those were easy to just go in for free, even though the cover charge was no more than $5.
There was a couple venues that had them, you know, almost every weekend. Like one of the ones I remember was Monkey Bone.
Mostly it was just smaller venues like the Allen and the American Legion.
Had a couple favorite bands, you know, but locally I probably like this one band called Destruction Made Simple. They were pretty cool, a little different. I pretty much like any band any of my friends or people I knew were in. Even though they sucked or not, I was just there to support the scene and support them.
I'm Chris Scoria. I play drums in Rhythmic Asylum.
My name is Gary Alvarez. I'm the singer of Rhythmic Asylum. We play hardcore punk.
You know, you're not gonna complain over someone hitting you while you're in the mosh pit. Everyone knew that that was part of the show, and it was part of the fun.
I remember playing a show in Montebello. So we're playing, and the pit's like going super crazy. I just see one guy start running, charging another guy, and just literally drop kicks the guy.
A pit's not really an angry fighting circle. It's like literally you're going in there to release your energy, you know, with everyone else. I can actually have fun and run around in a pit and push my buddy and then pick him up and then still laugh about it the next day and just like, dude, check out this bruise I got. We're Swine, minus one who's working right now. I'm Gabriel. I play guitar. This is Sid. She's our drummer.
I'm Matt. Usually go by Duke at shows. I'm a singer. We all write the songs, but I would say along the lines we write about a lot of struggle, depression, mental depression, suicide, anxiety, anger.
I hate everything.
I hate everything.
One of the songs we have is literally just, I hate everything.
And then too, about some of the songs, and like recent songs I'm trying to write are about like politics or equality, standing up for the people that don't have a big voice, you know?
One of the reasons why I got attracted to that wasn't necessarily the fast-paced music, which was cool and part of it, but it was more the words.
This one's called A Welcome Guest.
the lyrics that talked about social injustices and just our realities. That was more important to me. And music that I would listen to would allude to that, or would wake up a part of me that was angry and upset about our situation and our realities living in poverty-stricken communities. It would wake up that activist in me, that angry person that needed to have an outlet for it.
Got me into the scene was probably that I was pretty out of place in high school. I always liked something a little different. I liked the fast music, and after I listened to the fast music, the lyrics were pretty spot on.
What they talk about, they express what's going on as far as minority or political views and things like that, things that affect us, and something you can identify yourself with.
I guess one of our songs is about the difficulty of reaching financial mobility post-2008 housing crisis. We have another one about, SB 1070 or secure communities, how I guess the federal government wants to deport people because they look like they're undocumented and they're criminals and they're rapists, and it's like secure communities, but secure for whom? And then we also have like another song about the militarization about police and the systematic incarceration of people of color. So it's a whole range of political subjects that we talk about, but it's just social commentary.
That's why I became a sociology major, because those issues were, you would talk about them, you would write about them, you would find solutions, learn the history of our people and the sad reality. There are systematic forms of oppression.
We have poverty, we have drugs, we have broken homes, we have discrimination. So throughout the music, people feel it. And people that have a broken home or come from a place where maybe you have both parents, maybe they both work, but there's drugs or abuse or different kind of things. You go out to these places where you feel that everyone has gone through what you're going through in one way or another, so you associate yourselves with it, and it's always going to be like that. So I don't think it'll ever die out.
What I like about the backyard scene is like literally random. You don't know what to expect, you don't know if it's going to crack or not, but when it cracks, it cracks.
What is crack?
For my perspective, there's nothing more better than playing as a backyard. I like the whole thing about being on level ground with the people and not being on the stage. I mean, that's cool for some people, but I kind of think that it takes away from the reality of punk rock, you know, especially today. I think if there's a backyard, I'd rather play there, you know, like hands down, right? You know that, man.
Yeah.
It's just the greatest thing, you know.
The adrenaline in the backyard. Let's just say that there's an energy and a power in the backyard that you don't necessarily find in a venue usually, because in a venue you got security, you got all these elements, you know, that kids have to worry about when they're getting in the circle pit. Where then the backyard, it's just free. It's a free for all.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. So automatically that changes the atmosphere of what you're performing in front of. Sure, it makes it more dangerous, but it's more fun.
It's way more fun.
It's way more fun. And to be honest, we've been in some really crazy situations in the backyard, but
someone broke a bottle on their head, and they're just bleeding all over the place.
All over the place.
The dude just like comes up to me, puts his shoulder on me.
Shirt was just, you can get a white shirt and it was just red.
And we're at our friend Johnny's house, and everyone was there, and we're about to go on, and I guess it got raided, and we're like, fuck it, let's move it to my house. So we moved it there. I don't know why it got so crazy, but we set up 2 again. Everything was good. We literally probably got like, I don't even know, 30 seconds into the song, and a fucking helicopter light just shined on the pit.
Dude, I saw
and then it was like, you hear like 10 cop cars. Like there's so many cops.
Like the house was surrounded by cop cars.
Keep playing. Yeah, they were like,
certain ska bands can integrate really well with certain metal bands, but sometimes you get a ska band that has a few psychobilly bands and they don't always mix together, or a few ska and punk. But when you do it right, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
You get people of all types around. You see mohawks with fucking denim jackets, patches, and fucking creepers. It's nuts.
Pretty much what you said.
Hey, you looking at me, have you ever seen me? Just watching over me, knock that grip, make it big, drop the show, bring the soda. Hey, you, fresh show, you just a hoe, trying to get by, making you fresh, one to the grave with the streets, man, just play away. Hey, you looking at me, have you ever seen me? Just watching over me, knock that grip, make it big, drop the show, bring the soda. Hey, you, fresh show, you just a hoe, trying to get by, making you fresh, one to the grave with the streets, man, just play away.
Just coming from like the LA area, it's important that there are bands, there are places to play. I've heard people like live in like places like in Riverside area or like close to the desert, and they're like, yeah, there's never shows here, and I'm just like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I feel like kind of like spoiled. There are still bands like playing punk music, backyards, sort of at a DIY level. I think it's really important.
It's cool to be able to have like a place to like express your artwork and also meet other people who are like equally as like mentally fucked up as you are, you know? Like you meet all these weird characters, all these interesting stories, you're just like, damn dude, like you too? Cool, let's go listen to the Casualties or whatever, you know? So
there's a lot of cool people that you can connect with. Once you talk to them for about like 5 minutes, it'll seem like you knew them forever, or like you automatically relate to them with issues, problems, or just things in common that you like.
Just going in there not feeling like you were judged. Everyone was different. I mean, if you look at it from a different way, everyone was weird. You know, no one gets judged for what you look like or what you think. Everything is just chill. Everybody's there, hang out, have some drinks, listen to some music, get that stress out that you can't get out. I mean, a mosh pit is something that you go in there and relieve stress. It's a way to stay out of trouble. I don't know, it's a whole different thing, but...
It's intense music, but it's also really soothing. So you can pretty much release a whole bunch of anger and then just chill when it starts to calm you down.
That's what caught me.
A lot of people say that punk's dead. And like for the most part, yeah, I guess, if you want to look at it a certain way. But I mean, look at all these backyard shows that are happening, you know? Like there's at least like 2 or 3 happening like at least every weekend. Like, and it's all these different bands like playing, like local bands or like starting off bands. Like for us, for example, like I'm just glad that it's still going.
This is called My Enemy.